What's going on, everybody? Liam here, Everything NYJ, back with a quick video for you. Hope you guys all had a happy and safe weekend. So, yesterday on Saturday, the New York Jets played the Carolina Panthers in a preseason game, which they defeated them 27-0. So, we're going to be recapping this game, starting off with Zach Wilson. He went 14 for 20 yesterday. He had 123 yards, one touchdown pass. No passes over 10 yards. He did have one touchdown pass to Kenny Yeboah, but I was talking with somebody on Twitter yesterday, and they said, Zach Wilson did not show enough because he was a former second overall pick and he was struggling to put together touchdown drives. I agree. Yes, he was a former second round pick. He was supposed to be the guy, the face of the franchise, and so far it has just not worked. But take that away. Don't look at Zach Wilson as the second overall pick. Look at Zach Wilson last year, where, and even going back to his rookie year, everybody was saying Zach Wilson can make the passes that no other quarterback in the NFL can make, but Zach Wilson also cannot make passes that every other quarterback in the NFL can make. Zach Wilson, last year, he was scrambling, he had the yips, he just looked dazed and confused. He was a broken quarterback. Robert Saleh actually said, go into the offseason, go lay on the beach and read a book, reset. So finally, they bring in Aaron Rodgers, and 100% it looks like it's been working so far. Zach Wilson, he didn't do anything flashy. He had no highlight reel caliber throws, no 57-yard pass to Malik Taylor, nothing like that. We saw a lot of checkdowns. We saw a lot of screen passes, which actually that's something that Zach Wilson really struggled with a lot last year. Zach Wilson, we all know, I say it every video, he has the arm talent. We all know that Zach Wilson can throw a 57-yard pass. But how many times last year did we see Zach Wilson overthrowing Braxton Berrios right over his head? He had one of those yesterday too. I believe it was to Michael Carter. But overall, Zach Wilson, he did what he had to do. He played within the offense. He gave what the defense. He took what the defense gave him. Excuse me. And he looked a lot more poised out there. I have really no complaints. I want to see Zach Wilson go out there and maybe play another half, play three quarters, whatever. I don't want to see a ton of Tim Boyle. I don't need to see a half of Tim Boyle. So going into the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, maybe we're going to see Wilson continue to get more reps because he only played like 6 or 7 snaps in the Hall of Fame game. He played an entire half yesterday. Going into the Bucks game, maybe we see three quarters of him. That's what I personally want to see. I want to see Zach Wilson continue to build off of these pretty impressive performances. Zach Wilson, like I said, looking like a much more mature quarterback. He had the big touchdown to Kenny Yeboah. Actually, looking a lot like Aaron Rodgers with that, where he just kind of rolls out and then lightly tosses it into the end zone. So I'm really impressed with Zach Wilson. I hope that we continue to see just the leadership as quarterback, and hopefully he could be a decent backup. I really am pulling for the kid. Am I ready for him to be our backup quarterback? Not yet. I'm not 100% sold on that. I still would like to bring in a veteran quarterback, but to be completely honest, I don't think that's something that's going to be happening. I think that we are definitely going to be rolling with Aaron Rodgers and Zach Wilson as backup. It is what it is. So if that is the case, like I said, I just want to see Zach continue to get better. Going into the running backs, we did see a lot of checkdowns from Zach Wilson to Carter, Izzy, even a couple of Bam Knight. Carter and Izzy looked really good. Michael Carter especially looks like he's going into his 2021 rookie self, which, dragging defenders, picking up extra yards, not really going down. Last year, Michael Carter looked like he was playing injured and he just kind of fell off. You see that happen quite a few times in the NFL where a rookie will look really solid and then in year two they don't put up necessarily the same production. So I think that Michael Carter looked really good yesterday. Same thing with Izzy. Izzy Abataconda running with a lot of passion, running with a lot of aggression, a lot of anger. He actually got tackled at the 1 yard line. Bam Knight, you got to wonder, is he going to be the odd man out? I've been saying that maybe Michael Carter was the odd man out on all my live streams, on all my videos. I was thinking that, yeah, maybe it was Michael Carter. But from what I saw yesterday between Michael Carter and Bam Knight does look like the odd man out. Even Travis Dye, he looked all right. Nothing really to really write home with him about. Mekhi Becton getting into the offensive line. Mekhi Becton did look a little bit better, but he did give up a sack, and he actually did not start the game. He actually went backed up Billy Turner, who got the left tackle snaps first, and then obviously Mekhi Becton came in. He played 27 snaps. He did look a little bit better, but I definitely want to see a little bit more improvement for Mekhi Becton. I think he is a lot more talented than somebody like a Billy Turner, or on the right side, Max Mitchell. But that's just something that's going to play out during training camp. You want to see Mekhi Becton continue to put pressure on his knee, get more confident in his knee, and then to see where it goes from there. He's another one. I'm hoping for Mekhi Becton to succeed. I hope that he does win the starting job, and that maybe we do have a really good Pro Bowl left tackle or right tackle, wherever he's going to play, lineman on the New York Jets. The New York Jets did not pick up his fifth-year option, so he should be playing with a chip on his shoulder. Maybe we could sign him to a different deal at the end of the year. Tim Boyle, getting into the other quarterback, he had an interception, but he also did have a touchdown pass to Zach Kuntz. Nothing really to write home with him about either. I don't think that he's going to be seeing the field. Well, he better not be seeing the field during the regular season. But I do think that Zach Wilson is a better quarterback than him. But I do want to see more Zach Wilson over Tim Boyle. I just have absolutely no interest in Tim Boyle, to be completely honest. But getting into the defense. This defense looked unstoppable yesterday, especially our defensive ends, Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald, Bryce Huff. See, here's the funny thing about Jermaine Johnson. Going back to his draft class, everyone thought that the New York Jets, with the fourth overall pick, were going to be going with Kayvon Thibodeau. He was available at number 4. Obviously, the New York Jets instead draft Sauce Gardner. Now, looking back, that does prove to be the right move. Sauce Gardner, Defensive Rookie of the Year, just such he plays like a veteran, and he's only going into his second year, and he's so good that he's not even playing in the preseason. So that's really says all you need to know about Sauce Gardner. And then at the 10th overall pick, they draft Garrett Wilson, and a lot of Jet fans, myself included, were kind of panicking, saying, "Oh my God, the New York Jets are not going to get their other pass rusher." We had Carl Lawson coming off of the ACL injury, so he was still a little bit of an unknown. But the pass rushing position was a big question mark. And then they trade up later in the first round pick. They get Jermaine Johnson. He didn't have a huge impact last year. You think back to the Buffalo Bills game, he had that nice sack to really close out the game. And he had a couple of highlights, but nothing too crazy, which this year, he looks like a man on a mission. I think he's going to have a really strong breakout year. I think a lot of people are going to learn who don't already know who Jermaine Johnson is. I think he's destined for a breakout season. I really do. He looks absolutely yoked. He looks like a freak. And even Zach Wilson said that these defensive ends, they're psychos. Will McDonald, rookie. Oh my God, he continues to impress in the preseason. I want to see more of Will McDonald. We're going to have a big rotation. Robert Saleh, Jeff Ulbrich love their rotation, especially on the defensive line. And when you're thinking about our defensive ends, we have Carl Lawson. JFM is going to be playing both inside and outside. Same thing with Michael Clemens. You have JJ. It's getting to the point where Will McDonald he's making a really solid case for himself that he's going to have to be shuffled into that rotation. We might actually be seeing a decent amount of Will McDonald during the season this year, and I'm here for it. The spin moves, the aggression that he plays with, he does have to pack on a little bit more of weight. He is a little bit of a lighter defensive end, a lighter edge rusher, but that's going to come in time. He's just a kid, he's like, what, 20, 21 years old? That's really impressive. Same thing with Huff. He continues to impress, but I still wonder if they're going to be trading him. That is my big concern because we are pretty stacked with the defensive ends. But getting into the kickers and the punters, Zerline, Morstead, it's nice going into a season where we're not worried about our kickers. We're not worried about the punters. We have solid depth there. I think Zerline is 6 for 6 in the preseason so far, so that's definitely impressive. That's definitely exciting that we finally have some veterans at the position. Morstead coming into his second stint with the New York Jets. So that's really exciting. So that's going to wrap it up. New York Jets win 27-0. Don't get it twisted. It was a preseason game. Frank Reich did not show much with his offense. It was a very vanilla offense. It was Young's first start in the NFL, so there's always that. So let me know what you guys think. How excited were you guys? Let me know what you guys think of Zach Wilson. How would you rate him on a scale from 1 to 10? Let me know down in the comments section below. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. We love having you. Follow Everything NYJ on all social media platforms at Everything NYJ. Stay tuned. We have the Everything NYJ podcast episode 95 coming out tomorrow, and then we have another one on Wednesday, so stick around for that. I'm going to have a lot more short videos, coming throughout the week. So thank you guys for watching again. We'll talk Jets soon.